I noticed something interesting as I was looking into the South Sandwich Islands near Antarctica. I want to draw your attention to the third island from the top here, called Candlemas Island. And when you zoom in, take a look at the names of the geographical areas of the island. Here you can see Mount Andromeda and Gorgon Pool, Medusa Pool, Demon Point, Vulcan Point. Very peculiar that they would use these names in this location, because this area viewed from above does look like the head of a gigantic snake or dragon, which has led some people to believe that this is an ancient Titan or Leviathan. So let's take a closer look, because there's even more to this island than what is shown on the map. You can see there's Mount Andromeda, but there's also Mount Perseus and Lucifer Hill, not to mention Demon Point, Kraken Bay, Chimera Flats, Gorgon and Medusa Pools, and, wouldn't you know it, Sea Serpent Cove. Okay, so how does this all fit together? Well, first let's look at the story of Andromeda, which is virtually the same story in Clash of the Titans, where Perseus cuts the head off Medusa in order to kill the titanic creature from the underworld called the Kraken or Cetus, in order to save Andromeda. And as we know, the Kraken is a colossal-sized serpent creature that lives in the ocean. Moving on to a Gorgon, which was described by the Greek Homer as being a terrifying monster or phantom of the underworld, or Hades. Vulcan can mean volcano, but is also the god of fire. A chimera in Greek legends is a monstrous fire-breathing hybrid creature that has a tail like a snake's head, and sometimes depicted with dragon wings. They also talk of Clinker Gulch on Lucifer Hill. Clinker is the remnants of a fire, like ashes, embers, or charcoal. But it also means descent or defiance. So in other words, right at the location of what looks like the head of a giant serpent creature, we have an active volcanic island with a geology that is named after legends of a titanic snake or a sea serpent or dragon from the underworld that was turned to stone by a Gorgon, or the head of a Medusa. Is this a coincidence? You tell me. I have to be honest with you, the reason I started researching this was to disprove what I thought was misinformation, but I don't know, you can't really see the body of this creature, and the location of what appears to be its eyes are not symmetrical. And these are islands, not sockets. It's likely that it just looks like a snakehead. And some are saying that it's coming back to life, but that makes no sense to me. Just think about the size of this thing. It would be thousands of miles long. The troposphere in which we live only extends to not even 20 kilometers. Just standing up would reach into the exosphere. If this thing would decide to go for a walk, it would literally destroy the entire world. There are no accounts of anything turned to stone by Medusa or petrified in any manner coming back to life. Petrification is a permanent state. So whether or not this anomaly in the ocean is Levi, you can rest assured knowing that it's very unlikely that it's coming back to life. Let me know what you think.